Hey friends, on today's episode, I'm going to show you the outside of our cabin makeover, so stay tuned. So when we first bought the cabin, we kept kind of thinking about, well, it's just kind of bland. We just really felt like it needed some color, but I have never dramatically changed the color of a house in any of the homes I've ever owned, which there's only been a few, but I've never done something like this. But this was just a little too plain for us. So we took a big leap and we picked out the color Salty Dog. It's a Sherwin-Williams color, and so many homes on Pinterest are painted in this color. And so I felt like it was a sure thing that we would not make a mistake, that blue was the way to go. And so we got busy painting it. And it didn't take very long. I mean, a lot of the cutting in is what took so long, but we actually rolled it with small little rollers because of the hardy plank on the outside of the cabin. Now, the next question was, what are we going to paint the door? So I tried a lime green, which I thought was going to be the right color. Sherwin-Williams even recommended it, but it was not the right color. And so I ended up going with a turquoisey light blue. And we could have gone with red, and that would be very Americana. It would have looked cute. We could have done yellow. That always looks good with dark blue. But I felt like this turquoise was a pop of color that we needed. And so I went with it, and I really love it. I decided to decorate the door with an old life preserver. I found this at an antique shop. I snatched it up, and while I didn't want orange to be one of the main colors on the home, I felt like a vintage life preserver was a good way of doing it, and adding it a little spicy color there, and so I did. The side of the house was very, very plain. I mean, we could have added some shutters, but that would have been a lot of shutters. We have this gigantic picture window on one side that's really amazing, that peeks into our living room. And so we felt like maybe some canoe oars would be really fun. So I found about 6 of them at an antique shop nearby. I got them for about $15 each and brought them home, and my husband and I painted them. And because he is of Norwegian descent, he decided to do a Norwegian flag on it, on one of them. But we just kind of painted random colors and just anything to spice it up a little bit. We covered it with a clear coat to protect them. And we'll take these down in the wintertime and store them and bring them back when we come back next summer. I added a really fun striped umbrella, and again, it's a different color blue. So I have like 3 different blues going on here. I found some really great Adirondack chairs, and they were also in a light blue, and I felt like these are going to be perfect. They are resin, so they will last much longer than wooden ones, and we can also fold them up and put them away in the winter time. I also added some buoys that I painted. I found many of these at antique shops and on Facebook Marketplace. So I spray painted them a color. I hung a few around some of the banisters around where the umbrella is, and it just adds a cute little pop of color as well as a little bit of personality. We just needed to add a little bit of lattice around, and so I stained some lattice that we got at the local hardware store, and Blaine cut it and put it up on the side of the house and around the front near the deck, and it just is the perfect thing to finish it off. We absolutely love it. We've had neighbors stop by and tell us how much they love what we've done to the cabin, so I'm really happy about that, because you don't want to make your neighbors upset, right? But everyone really loves it, and it really is more of our personality that we've added to it, and I couldn't be happier with how the outside of the cabin has turned out. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode of my cabin makeover. I have covered the inside of the house in several rooms. I've done my bedroom, my bathroom, my office closet. I've done the living space and the dining space, and there is more to come, friend. So if you haven't seen those episodes, go take a look at my YouTube channel. Let me know what you think about all the makeovers, and subscribe to my channel so you'll get all the notifications when I drop a new one. Until next time, friends, I will see you soon.